we had our areas of 29. 4 plus 25 is 29. So the side is now how long? If the area is 4, the side is 2. Because we're taking the square root of 4, and that's 2. And this side, so side A is 2. Side B is going to be the square root of 25, which is 5. And what is side C going to equal? If it's 29, we take the what? Square root 29. Is that a nice number? No, it's irrational, right? And it's not one of our perfects. So we're going to leave it, square root 29. We're not going to change that. Zach, you writing this in your notes? Okay. So 4 plus 25 is 29. We're on page 9. The side of A is 2, the side of B is 5, and the side of C is square root 29. And you were asked to place 2 points so that they're exactly square root 29 apart. So here's how we're going to do this. And I kind of want you, when we're doing this, to put yours in the same spot as my dots, because it'll just make it easier. First off, if you put the 5 right to the edge, it doesn't work. So I want you to go in 2 dots, okay? So if we are looking at this, if we go in 2, and the reason I want to go in 2, and now I'm going to go up 5 units. So go up 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go across 5 and make that square. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, do you see why when I drew this, I didn't put it right close either to this edge way over here or this edge way over here? Because this is my area of how much? What's that one have an area? 25. And so the side is how much? 5. Right? Well, you'd count that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So here's 1 point, this point. And now we're going to draw the other square. It has an area of how much? What's the other square area? 4. Side length of 2. I'm going to draw it here in green. Side length of 2, right? So do you see why I wanted to have 2 spaces over here? Because the side is 2. So this is my area 4 and side 2. That make sense, everyone? So what I'm trying to find the distance between, that's the square root of 29, is between these 2 points. So I'm going to draw this straight line. This is going to be, you agree? When we did on the first day, when we put our puzzle pieces, those 2 squares together, the green and the pink and the yellow, we had 1 here, 1 here. This made our right angle. This side is 2, this side is 5, this side is square root of 29. That's a length right here. Could we draw that square off of there? So draw that upper square here, okay? And now we want to draw the square coming off of here. How do you draw that square coming off? I want you to notice that you want to cross 5 and up 2, so count up 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go over 2. So if you're looking at yours, it's not to the very top here. We went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 2, right? We are going to go across 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down 2. This is my square that has an area of 29. Now the activity we're going to do today on the Desmos calculator is not so much about areas of squares and doing this, but this is how you do question 3 and 4 in your homework for tonight, right? So we didn't finish question 4 and 5, remember? These are my 2 points. This is the answer. These are my 2 points that are 29, square root of 29 apart, okay? So your homework on those last 2 questions, number 4, says I need 2 points that are 17, square root 17. So what kind of numbers do you have to add together? We have to add 2 numbers, right, that are going to equal 17. And what do we know about these two numbers? They're perfect what?
Squares.
They're my perfect squares. So if I look at those perfect squares, they have to add to 17. And down here, my two numbers that are both perfect squares have to add to 20. Okay? And if you get stuck, look at what we did here. We came up with the 4 and 25, which were our areas. We took the square root of those numbers to draw a square of side 5 and side 2 and looked at that. And I get, some of you will draw this square and it'll be perfect, and some of you it gets kind of weird shape. I'm not going to be grading that. We won't be doing that on the test for this unit. But when you do those two questions, it's really important that you think about what are the two perfect squares. Like I can't have 1, right, and 19. 1 and 19 adds to 20, but 19 isn't a perfect square for finding us, Katie.
Can we have perfect square for?
Yeah, because you're drawing just different squares with the side lengths. So you use 2, and if you use 4, then you got to use a different number. Yeah. All right. So today in class, I'm going to give you this Desmos activity that we are going to do. Okay. When you finish, you see that little sheet that you got in front of you, this maths mosaics? And on the back it has 1 to 9. That's where you're going to do your work. Okay? So, there are 9 questions. We're going to do number 1 together. You need to do for tomorrow 1 to 5 on this math mosaic. Okay? You do not have to shade. Don't do any shading yet. Okay? So, first thing I want you to take a look at is you look at that math mosaics at number 1. It has sides. Would you say that, what letters would you tell me the 5, 12, and question mark going around our right triangle? Help me out, Catherine. Question mark is C because they have the right angle, so C has to be across here. Elijah, you're paying attention, you with us? Okay, keep going.
12 is A.
12 you want to use for A.
And 5.
Could someone have switched these two around? Okay, so now on the back is where we're going to show our work. So put those numbers going around. Okay, so now on the back, flip it over to where you see the number 1. And I know it's a small space to write, and some of you, if you write really large, you might want to do this work on a separate sheet of notebook paper, right? But I was thinking if you write small, you're going to start with a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Should we start every problem with that? Yes, please. We are going to put 12 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. 12 squared is 144. You guys memorize that. 5 squared, 25. C squared. What does c squared equal? 169. Oh, that's a nice one, right? 169? Square root of 169? No. 13. So we get c squared equals 169. C equals the square root of 169, which is 13. So we go back to the front, and we put 13. So you need to do, when we finish this online activity, question 4 and 5 from B2. And then on this page, you're going to do